Like what advice would you start giving to people now to start making these changes? Because they can have a mission, but if they're not valued themselves, they're not going to do anything. How can we get past the self improvement masturbation and actually start taking action?
Yeah, good question. So I think it's best to focus on the thing that gives you the most pain, because some people, I mean, like some guys might not be in, they might be in okay shape, but their finances are really screwed over, right? And so there's two things there. I guess that one you want to focus on the area of your life that gives you the most pain. So every aspect, like all problems in our life, come from either health, wealth, or relationships. Those are the three areas of our life, right? So your problems come from one of those. Okay, so figure out where your biggest pain point is currently, and then you need to start with small wins. It's people will set like really audacious. I know I just said set big, hairy, audacious goals, but people will try to do everything at once. Like they'll try to fix their diet and hit the gym 5 days a week and start a new business and talk to every woman they see on the street and start like a different relationship every couple of days. Like they'll try to do too many things simultaneously, and they'll burn themselves out and not be able to focus on one thing and achieve enough to win, to get a little win. So find where your biggest pain point is, and then find a way to get a small but easy win to start building momentum. And you focus and you focus and focus on slightly bigger goals, slightly bigger wins, until you've actually got yourself some momentum, and this problem part of your life is now starting to get fixed. Because that self esteem component is very very important. If you're down in the slums, you're not feeling very not feeling high self esteem, not feeling very confident about yourself. Well, the easiest way to do that is the easiest way to improve that is to get some small wins, and get some small wins in an area that was causing negative self esteem and negative self image in the first place. So yeah, that would be my advice to the average guy. Find the biggest pain point and start with a very very small win that you can then get momentum on.
No, it's cracking advice. I mean, because that's a lot of guys is I'm going to change my entire life, and then the next day they sleep in until about 9 o'clock and go, ah, well, I'll just give up. I
Yeah.
mean, so say we were starting to eat right, we're getting back in shape. I mean, for me, I put on a pile of weight when I stopped doing jiu-jitsu when I had digestive issues, and then that knocked on my sleep, and then I was eating crap, and before I knew it, I was like completely had lost who I was. So for me, for example, it's where do I go to meet people? Where do I get, to go back into this? Because I'm starting to improve all this aspects. So for guys listening, what's the best way to go meet people? Is it the tried and tested bars, clubs, restaurants? I mean, I always say about meet up groups, social events, these sort of things. Where do you get your clients to start going out to meet these people before they can start building attraction and giving them the best sex of their life?
Yeah, I mean, you got to figure out what kind of women you want in the first place. So, like bars and clubs, are not necessarily where you might not necessarily find a wife there. Obviously, some people have, but it's probably not the best bang for your buck in terms of finding like a long term partner who's going to be a good mother, give you a bunch of kids and things like that. I personally think finding the best places to find women in the Western world are like not in cities; they're actually in small towns. Like obviously, let's take the UK for example. Like small hamlets, small country towns, small little villages, things that are not London, things that are not London, Glasgow, Manchester, Liverpool, basically.